40 years of prohibition, 40 years of lies. We're fighting that right now. Of course the opposition's out there. But the fact of the matter is that we had some of the opposition neutralized because of people that are on our campaign, political people on our campaign have neutralized people like Brad Owen that would come out against us. We've got those guys neutralized. I don't care if the opposition comes out. You know, the other thing they don't put out is we haven't started arguing our pro case yet either. You know, I mean, they have, you know, they talk about nobody's ever effectively made the case for hemp. Nobody's ever effectively made the case for biodiesel from hemp, that kind of thing. They don't know, you know, that we're sitting here with a loaded gun with all the hemp stuff for the economy. I mean, they want to start talking about jobs and stuff like that. Let them come and debate me. I will kick their ass. Because they aren't going to be able to prove that there's a single negative, and the positives and the economic positives, the green jobs potential, the environmental protection angle. I mean, this is huge. The fact that if we got hemp going in this country, we might not have to cut down another tree so that we can make toilet paper, for Christ's sakes. You know, it's ridiculous. You know, we're killing the planet when we've got a solution right here, and we're bogged down in a prohibition drug war over it. So I want to use that to segue into introducing a politician who is running, who actually can have an impact on these kind of policies, and is running against an incumbent who's been in there a long time that won't do anything for us. Donovan Rivers is here, and he's going to say some words. I'm going to have to split, but I know what Donovan's about, and I know what his positions are on the positions that are close to us. What is happening in this country in terms of change is we're getting some candidates like Donovan now where we didn't before. It happened in Louisiana where we had a guy running against Blanche Lincoln, but they gerrymandered the election and they closed 42 polling places and the union got shut out and we lost, but we tried. And we are trying very hard, some of us that have been lifelong Democrats, to get rid of what I call corporate Democrats. And we've got a lot of those guys around. Got a lot of those guys around, and Mr. Rivers is not one of them. He is one of us. And in terms of putting people in that are going to start challenging the power structure and challenging the entrenched incumbents and challenging the corporate money structure and the corporate money giving structure and the corporate political structure, this is the kind of candidate that we have to start talking to and supporting and giving a look and listen to, because this is how we're going to affect change on that other level, that other political level. So without any other further ado, and again, thank you all. I love you all. Thank you so much for everything that you've done and everything that you've given. This is how the world gets changed, guys. Right here. Thank you very much.
You gave me such a good opening. You gave me such a good opening. I don't need to do anything but bow, to be honest with you. The name is Donovan Rivers, but it's Don Rivers for Congress. And I've been in Washington State for over 35 years. I was brought here by the Nordstrom family. So I'm going to do the blip, and you'll know what the rest of it is. I worked in the Nordstrom Corporation. I love the Nordstrom family because they love people. They're genuine people. They're what Washington State was, not what it is now. They're what it was. I have an organization that has helped 140 elected officials in the office over the last 30 years. I was mentored by former Speaker of the House Tip O'Neill, Albert Rossellini, former governor, Norm Dix, congressman, and the incumbent who I'm running against now. The incumbent, Jim McDermott, and I can say his name because I'm not afraid. I'm not asking for their endorsement because they mentored me. I don't need their endorsement because they mentored me. What they knew that they should have done the right way, I am the right way. I know how to do it, and I know who to do it for. I'm here to represent your human rights and your civil rights. Anything else, your perfect will choice, that's on you. You have the choice to do what you feel you need to do. You're taxpayers. And because you're taxpayers, your money should be spent the way that you deemed it necessary to be spent. Now, when it comes to people talking about marijuana, I've had it before. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I don't smoke it now. I'm not against it. I'm not afraid of it. I am afraid of the laws that we have that incarcerate people for less than a gram of cocaine. That's what I'm against. I'm afraid of the laws that where our government taxes alcohol and sells it. Okay, that's something that they've been making money on it for a long time. And then a lot of the older politicians, they won't come out here. They will not come out here. Because what they do in their back pocket, they never want to put it in their front pocket. I'm here to represent you because I believe that the medical part of this is very important. It is extremely important. And what we do in the future, we don't know what type of herbal weed we're going to need in the future to sustain our lives. That's where I'm at. And that's what I believe in. I've had a couple of young people that were here signing, doing signature taking and things, and they came to my office, and I questioned them. And I said, what I don't want from young people is you going around with a Cheech and Chong wagon, like selling popsicles on the street. I want you to be adults about what you do. And as long as you do things decently and in order and you're an adult about it, then you need to do what you do. So I'm here to support you. I need your support for my campaign. We're a grassroots campaign. We're doing really good. This is my third time. I've come second twice in the primary, 2 times, 2006 and 2008. And I'm going to close with this. In 2006, the incumbent asked me to run. In 2008, the incumbent asked me to take a job from him not to run. In 2010, I chose to run for the people because I see all the corruption and I see the things that could be done right, and I've seen what big corporation can do. On the other hand, this oil that was leaking, now that they say it's capped, don't believe it. There's a lot of other cracks that they got to do, or they would not have been drilling 2 other spots. But what's going to happen in the future, the toxification, is we may have it in our drinking water. We may have it in our fish. We may have it in our seafood. We may have it, period. So if that's going to happen, we got to make sure that we use things like this to get us to be like we need to be. Thank you.